The key to the entrepreneurial mindset for me in connection with professional ethics is recognizing that character is a long-term process. It develops over time. So the question is, how do you get engaged? How do you get started? Engineers come into a typical professional ethics class saying, this is a requirement. What do I have to do? Not seeing the value. So I have to get them all the way to that final stage of creating value. How does ethics connect to creating value? And actually starting with curiosity is the key. What is it that makes you puzzle and wonder about your responsibilities, about your relationship to the world, about your obligations? And then we use professional ethics theories from philosophy, which is my area of study, to make connections, let them see how things work, and ultimately then they're able to see how it creates value. I'm Pat Croskery, and I teach professional ethics to engineers and other professionals, and I'm using the entrepreneurial mindset to make it more real and to draw them into the topic. First, you've got to get their curiosity going. What I found works for curiosity is cases. The closer you can get to the real world, the more they can see how it shows up in their future lives, the more they're going to get engaged. Engineers start often as utilitarians. They're thinking about overall outcomes, they want to calculate things, they want to measure things, and so on. So that's how I start a class. Starting with utilitarianism, can you analyze a case? Can you make a connection between the components? Can you think about long-term effects? Engineers are also very duty-oriented. They're very much saying, what are the rules? What do I have to do? That takes us into theory from Immanuel Kant called deontology. Focuses on how do you respect other people? How do you allow people to make choices? How do you deal with a situation where you have knowledge and the client does not? How do you respect their power of choice in that setting? The final theory I like to go into comes from Aristotle. It's called virtue theory, and that's the one connected to character. Right? So with that, you're looking at virtues like courage and honesty, integrity. You're asking, what kind of person do you want to be over the long haul? And there I say, look to your faculty members, look to your mentors, look to people you work with in a co-op situation, look at people you want to be like down the road and emulate them. So the entrepreneurial mindset is a systematic way of getting those resources together. You start with the curiosity. Try to figure things out, try to learn, try and explore the world. You don't have to be a philosopher to be interested in ethics, it's everywhere. Then make connections. Say to yourself, what seem to be the commonalities? Philosophy can help there by giving you some models. But at the end of the day, it's about thinking, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I'm creating value. So the mindset is a systematic way of getting to the deeper issues in ethics. So here's a bit of advice for non-philosopher who wants to introduce a little bit of ethics into your class. The first thing is trust yourself. You already have professional character, and that's the main thing the students need to draw on. So you are a role model, you are a mentor, you are somebody to emulate. So the mere fact that you take the time to talk about an ethical issue in class is already a huge advance. They say, wait, that matters, that's real. So explain to them why it matters to you to be a positive force in the world.